Hello, dear students. Today we're going to study another accounting lesson made easy for you. So let's start. The topic today is double entry system. And I would say that if you understand this topic, believe you me, you will understand half of accounting. What is accounting equation? And the second thing is the rules for passing the journal entries and debits and credits. You may ask me that what is accounting equation and why it is important to understand. My answer would be that half of the accounting is done if you understand the accounting equation. In front of you, it is there assets are equal to capital and liabilities. Probably by now we understand what are assets, capital, and liabilities. So, as long as assets are equal to the capital plus liability, the sum of capital and liabilities, our accounting system is balanced, and that is what the double entry system of accounting is. As a matter of fact, there are certain rules of debit and credit. If we understand these rules, our life becomes quite easy and simple. So, rule number one is about assets. And assets, as you know, comprises current and non current assets. So, if there is an increase in the asset, we'll record it as a debit entry. And if there is a decrease in the assets, we'll record it as a credit entry. Rule number two that you need to remember is about liabilities and capital. You might have noticed that the liabilities and capital are on the other side of the accounting equation. So the debit and credit is completely reversed as that of assets. So in case of an increase in liabilities or capital, we will record it as credit. And if there is a decrease in any of them, so we'll record it as debit. Rule number three is about expenses. So expenses will always be recorded as debit. And rule number four is about revenues. Revenue means income or any kind of money coming into the business, so we'll record it as credit. Let's do some practice now. We take an example of a business that buys a car for $5,000 paying by cash. Car is an asset. An increase in asset is always recorded as debit. So car will be recorded as debit, and cash is also an asset. But there's a decrease when we spend the money, there's a decrease in the cash, and that will be recorded as credit. Let's try another example. The same business buys furniture, but this time they buy on credit from ABC and Co. And the amount that they've spent is $1,500. Now think that furniture is an asset. An increase in the asset will be recorded as a debit. However, as we have bought the furniture on credit, so credit is a liability, an increase in the liability is recorded as credit. Let's try some more example about capital this time. We're supposing that the business has introduced a capital of 10,000 in the business bank account. As we understand the rules, when there is an increase in the asset, which is bank, an amount in the bank of 10,000, so asset is increasing and the bank will be debited. On the other hand, capital is a kind of liability for the business, and when there is an increase in the capital, we'll record it as credit. Let's see how much have you understood. Please see this example and stop the video at this time. Try to answer and then see, do you understand them correctly? How about that? Did you get it? Give yourself one more chance and try to answer these questions. Pause the video and then try to answer all of them. How about this now? Did you get them? If you understand the previous examples, now this is the time to do the exam practice. Here is another example which will give you a little tough time as compared to the previous one. So please pause the video at this stage, look at these transactions and try to do the necessary actions for each transaction. If you liked our video, then please don't forget to subscribe and share so that we are motivated to keep making so many interesting videos for you.